Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video. As always on a Saturday, we have a look at the weather week ahead. So we're going to be going 7 days ahead with today's video, seeing what's going to be happening in the week ahead with the weather. We're starting off cold today. We've got those easterly winds still through the country, bringing a mix of rain and snow. But as we go through the week, actually we're going to find things turning day by day milder and milder. So although it's winter today, by the time we get through to the end of the week, I think there'll be a taste of spring in the air, with temperatures going up potentially towards the mid-teens Celsius by Friday. So if you like cold weather, make the most of the next few days, because it looks like weather will be turning progressively milder. Conversely, if you like mild weather, hang on for a few days, and those temperatures will really be lifting up later on next week. So before we get on with the weekend forecast, just say about the ads. There's links right yours all over the page. Have a browse widgets to click through the links. You're going to help us to pay for the website. Thanks very much for doing that. There's also video ads for most pages, which own content when you watch them. You can close them back up again. It does help to pay for gas over this. The websites we're using for the weekend forecast coming from theweatheroutlook.com and weathercentral.de, and you find a link to both those websites on the links page. So this is the current radar picture for the UK from the Weather Outlook. We've got a band of rain and snow through particularly northern England, go down into Wales, into a southwest England, a swathe of precipitation there. Also in the southeast, we've got an area of showery rain, sleet and snow. If I show you the precipitation type, you can see there is a right wintry mix in with this. So across parts of northern England, it is mostly falling as rain towards the northeast. There's warmer parcels of air coming in with this off the North Sea. But there is snow as well, particularly going down into the Pennines and in towards Wales as well. This area of precipitation in the southeast, some of this is rain, some of it is snow as well. Have a look at the dew points. You can see where the dew points are freezing and where they are above freezing. So across the northern England, that's the reason it's raining, because the air is that little bit milder there, and the dew point has generally gone a little bit above freezing. Whereas across much of central, southern, southeast England, but dew point is still around freezing. So some of this precipitation, certainly in the southeast, is falling as sleet and snow. We're going to keep this wintry mix going through the course of today. Here's today's optic pressure chart. We've got high pressure dominating across Scandinavia and stretching to the north of Scotland as well. Underneath it, we've got this easterly wind, which is a bitterly cold wind blowing across the country. So going to be a very drab day coming up today, I'm afraid, with lots of cloud and showery bursts of rain, sleet or snow. The snow increasingly over the higher ground, with rain and sleet at lower levels. But there could be a covering of snow with potentially up to 10 centimetres possible, say, over the Pennines and the Welsh Mountains through the course of today. The best of the weather is going to be across central, northern and western Scotland. That's where you have the greatest chance of seeing some sunny spells today. Temperatures are going to be cold, just 2-3 degrees at best. For most parts of the country feel colder than that in those bitterly cold easterly winds. And it really is a day for staying indoors and watching the telly or watching Gaz weather vids. Overnight tonight, we're going to see the cold weather continue. Those easterly winds, if anything, are strengthening up. They'll blow further wintry showers into the east. There could be sleet or snow almost anywhere, maybe a dusting of snow across eastern areas almost anywhere tonight, but always most likely on the highest ground. You notice that the ridge is through Scotland, so lots of dry weather up there, but that's where the coldest temperatures will be tonight, going down as low as -10 across some of the glens of Scotland. Whereas further south, with all the cloud, rain, snow, wintry showers, temperatures will hover on either side of freezing, so around freezing or a little bit above, or if the sky's clear, a little bit below. So not a severe frost in the south, but that frost will be quite severe up in the north. Now things begin to change through into sunny. That high pressure still dominates, but its position is just changing ever so slightly, and it's starting to pull up more of a southeasterly influence across the country. The isobars are tight, so it's going to be windy. You won't notice, I don't think, the temperature is a little bit less cold, because you'll probably feel even colder tomorrow with the strength of the wind. But we start off with wintry showers in the east, a mix of rain, sleet and snow. Again, there could be a dusting of snow, maybe even a covering of snow over higher ground across eastern England. That's not going to push northwards and westwards through the day. So moving into Northern England, Northern Ireland, possibly southwest Scotland through the course of Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. Following on behind, we just have lots of cloud, really. It'll be mostly dry, a few drizzly bits and pieces of rain or snizzle left. But a lot of dry weather if very cloudy in the south. Again, Scotland getting the best of the weather, particularly central northern Scotland. You could get some decent sunny spells coming through there. And it will be cold again tomorrow. Temperatures lift up a little bit by about a degree or so, probably ranging from around 3 to 6 degrees, but in the strength of the wind it won't feel any milder at all. In fact, it'll probably feel a bit colder, if anything, through the course of tomorrow. They move through into Monday, and that high pressure is starting to slip ever southwards and eastwards into Central Europe. Got low pressure out to west, and the squeeze between the two is putting up your southeasterly wind. But if you follow the isobars back, the air is beginning to originate from the Mediterranean. So milder air is starting to push up across Europe on Monday. I think we're going to start off with a lot of cloud across the country again on Monday, and we'll keep it cloudy in the west particularly through the course of the day, but southern east areas will probably turn a little bit brighter through the course of Monday afternoon. Hopefully this air coming up from Mediterranean will be a little bit drier, so we'll start to lift a lot of the cloud hopefully and get some sunny spells coming through. Temperatures returning back close to average, a mid-February average, somewhere between around, say, 5 and 8 degrees Celsius. The warming trend continues into Tuesday. Again, we've got high pressure to the east. It's still centred over Denmark, but it's slipping ever southwards, really, or ridging ever further southwards. Low pressure out to west. So the winds are coming up from the south. I think central east areas could have a fair amount of bright weather on Tuesday with a few sunny spells, but out in the west it'll be cloudier. There'll be outbreaks of rain across Ireland and southwestern England. A lot of that will be light and showery, but it will be there down in the southwest. Otherwise, another dry day. Temperatures a little bit higher again, so now we're looking at maximums of around, say, 6 to 9 degrees Celsius. 9 degrees Celsius is 48 Fahrenheit. A very weak weather front moving through the country on Wednesday. That's going to bring more in way of cloud again. Little bits and pieces of rain, most likely across Scotland and Northern Ireland, but much of England and Wales will stay dry. Temperatures, despite the cloud, will be lifting up. So now we're at 6 to 11 degrees. 11 degrees is 52 Fahrenheit in the south. Possibly starting to feel a little bit spring-like. And as we go through into Thursday, that's the trend with high pressure dominating the weather. Now it's centred more towards the south and southeast of the country, allowing very mild air to start to come around the top from the Atlantic as well as from Europe. Scotland could have some cloud and showery rain on Thursday. Otherwise, a mostly dry day. I think England and Wales can expect decent amounts of sunshine. Most temperatures a little bit higher again. So now we're at 7 to 12 degrees Celsius. 12 degrees Celsius is 54 in Fahrenheit. Definitely feeling a little bit spring-like. And this continues into Friday also with high pressure remaining in control, although a little bit more of a southwesterly wind in the far north and west of Scotland. So always more in way of cloud bare with showery bursts of rain. But for England and Wales, very dry conditions through to the end of the week. Plenty of sunshine, and those temperatures could be up to around 13, possibly 14 Celsius in the southeast on Friday. That's around 55 to 57 Fahrenheit, and more like the sort of temperatures you expect at the end of March into start of April. So it will, with the strengthening February sunshine, feel really quite spring-like, I think, down in the southeast by the end of the week. There's a bit of a question mark about the weekend because it looks like low pressure will start to gather in the Atlantic. We strengthen the isobars, so the winds are going to be picking up, and we're probably bringing some weather systems through as well during the course of Saturday and Sunday. So I would expect, it's a bit uncertain as I say, but I expect as we get through to next weekend, probably turns increasingly unsettled from the north and west with outbreaks of rain, strengthening winds as well, particularly so for Scotland, England and Wales, particularly in the south. We could hang on to a reasonable amount of dry weather next weekend. It's certainly not certain that it'll turn unsettled there. But further north and west, I would expect an increasingly unsettled trend through the course of next weekend. Obviously, we'll keep posted on that. Finally, just have a look at the charts from the Weather Outlook. So we've got the rain and snow across many parts of the country today. Scotland getting the best of the weather through the course of today. Into tomorrow, wintry showers still in the east, and they'll be pushing northwards and westwards through the day, turning slightly less cold down in the south. And then we go through into Monday and Tuesday with the temperatures gradually lifting up, hopefully more in way of sunshine coming through as well, although there will be some rain in the southwest on Tuesday. And that warming trend then continues through into the middle and latter stages of the week. So by the time you get through to Friday, lots of dry weather, some sunny spells, and those temperatures could be getting towards spring-like values, possibly up to around 13 or 14 degrees in the southeast. So in summary, we're starting off bitterly cold with easterly winds and lots of rain and snow. It's going to gradually turn milder over the next few days. By the end of the week, a taste of spring. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.